So we're gonna do our hip flexor stretch. This is my favorite one, or the one that I get people to start on straight away, and it's probably the only one you need to do. I'm gonna set up and then we'll get into the talking. So knee into wall to start. We're gonna do 1 minute low, 2 minute high, and then switch sides. So knee into wall, pop that other leg up, and all we're gonna do is drive our hip into the ground. So we'll set our timer up, 1 minute low to start. 3, 2, 1, good. So all we're doing here is driving this hip into the ground as hard as we can. Make sure that knee's hard into the wall. We want to go as hard as we can in this position because it makes our upright position a lot more easier when we get to it. I just feel like it opens up the hip a lot more. Drop the elbows if you can. If you're struggling here, you can bring that knee away from the wall if you need to. But I just like to really put on the stretch really hard. You can also squeeze the glute just a little bit and then just drive hip into the ground. We're already nearly up to a minute, so we've got 40 seconds already gone. So it's going to be a nice quick one today, and we're only going to do this exercise. And this pairs a lot with all the other follow along sessions I've been doing. You can add it on or can just do it by itself. Any field-based athlete, this is perfect. Footy players, I'll do it before and after trainings. Already a minute. Now we're going to go upright. See how I'm quite flexible already. My shoulders can touch the wall. If you come upright and you're just like struggling, you're stuck here, you can't even get upright, you can move this knee a little bit away from the wall. Main thing, hips nice and square. So for me, I'm just going to drive hard into this wall. Get the 2 minutes up here. I really feel like this opens up the quads really good. And also the hips. I'm going to think turning the pelvis under, a little bit of squeezing of the glute, and then we're just going to drive as hard the shoulders back to the wall to really intensify this session. Already a minute down. Hopefully the lights don't go off again because they're on the timer. Main thing here is we don't want to compensate through the lower back or get any twisting here. Just nice and square hips. You can pop this leg out to the side a little bit just to allow a bit of room so you're not hitting that heel with your butt, and just staying nice and upright. We're 30 seconds to go now. Nice and square. Relax. Breathe slowly into this one. It's going to be an intense stretch, and this can be done every day. It's going to open up the hips really good. What have we got? Another 15 left. Stay strong with this one. Push back as hard as we can. It's going to be an intense stretch if you're still beginning with this stuff. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to swap sides to the low position. Got a noise in the background today. I'm going to drive this other low position in. Going to start with a minute again. A minute drive into the ground. Opposite side. On this low position, really work hard because it's going to make that upright position way more better. So see on this camera, what we don't want to see is any falling to the side. Stay nice and square. I can drop down onto my elbows here, or you can just stay upright. Remember, a little bit of a glute squeeze on this one. Driving hard into the ground. 30 seconds gone before we go to our upright position. This is just opening up that psoas muscle. Really good. Keep working, push hard into the ground. Another 15 to go. A little bit of a glute squeeze here as well. Another 10. Drive. Really drive for this last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come upright. What we can also do here is you can have a little stick or the dowel, or you can put a chair in front. In this position, that ankle into the wall is going to start hurting. That's totally fine. You're going to get used to that pain. I've broken this ankle, and my other opposite ankle, I have Achilles tendonitis, so it does hurt, but you just got to tough it out and ignore it. by the time you try and figure out padding. Lucky I'm in a padded area to film my session today, but a hard wall is totally fine. If you need to put a little towel as well, just in the ankle, just for a little bit of relief, that's totally fine as well. Just main thing, keeping hips nice and straight. What you'll tend to do is you'll either go to one side or the other side to try and get out of the stretch. You just want to focus hard on those square hips to begin with. Okay, there's a minute gone, so we've already got a minute to go and we're done for this session. It's a nice quick one, just to really focus on those hips. This is the main one I give all my clients, probably doing them 3-4 times a week in that first 12-week blocks in the coaching program that I do. So, and then we sort of measure by how close your shoulders are against the wall. But if you're super tight, remember, bring that knee away from the wall. Sometimes holding that stick here, just since you're in this position, this leg's gonna really be working. This quad will burn, but just gotta tough it out. Okay, so if I had a stick here, really driving back into it. Only got 15 seconds left and we're done. So really only a 6-minute session, get it done. This can be done every day as well, and it's a great one for the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Come out of that slowly. So main thing with this is keep those hips nice and straight. Spend a lot of time. I find people do this position, or they might only start 20 seconds, or it's not intense enough. I'm sort of already got a little bit of a sweat, good before a lower body session or even a field session. I love just getting my clients on these nice and early, and this really is probably the most bang for your buck exercise to begin with, and it's super beginner friendly.